The boardroom was quiet when Adrian arrived before sunrise, laptop under one arm, coffee untouched in the other. He was not the loudest vice president in the company, and he was rarely the most visible. But he was the one the executive team called when a quarter was collapsing and the numbers had to move. People assumed he had a natural advantage. They saw the polished presentations, the calm voice, the fast decisions, and the clean results. What they did not see was the routine. Adrian woke before the alarm by choice, not by mood. He read the same goals every morning, trained for 30 minutes, and opened his inbox only after 1 hour of focused work had already been completed. On paper, his schedule looked simple. In practice, it was uncompromising. One Monday, the company lost its largest client in a sudden contract reversal. The office filled with blame, urgency, and speculation. A few directors pushed for a long meeting. Others wanted to wait for better information. Adrian listened, then closed his notebook. "We are not buying time with discussion," he said. "We are earning time with action." He divided the response into 3 blocks. First, one team would call every secondary account before noon. Second, another team would rewrite the proposal package by 2:00. Third, he would speak personally to the client who had triggered the loss and learn the real reason they left. No debate, no drift, no performance theater. At 11, when the room had already started to tire, Adrian was still moving. He had deleted notifications, shut his door, and blocked 90 minutes for the one task that could change the week. A junior manager knocked twice, then saw the red sign on the glass and walked away. Later, she would say that was the first time she understood that focus was not a slogan. It was a boundary. By mid-afternoon, the client call revealed the twist. The loss had nothing to do with price or product. It came from one unresolved service failure from 6 months earlier, an error most people in the company had forgotten. Adrian did not defend the team. He did not search for someone to blame. He simply asked for the facts, wrote them down, and built the correction plan on the spot. That night, while the building emptied, he stayed behind. Not because he enjoyed exhaustion, but because he had made a rule years ago. When the standard is high, the response must be higher. He missed his preferred workout. He skipped dinner until late. He answered the hard message, made the uncomfortable call, and finished the revised proposal before leaving. The next morning, the team arrived to find a plan already in motion and a recovered customer already open to renegotiation. The turnaround did not come from luck. It came from a pattern repeated long enough to become identity. Adrian did not wait to feel ready. He did not negotiate with himself when the work was difficult. He treated distractions as costs, consistency as an asset, and discomfort as part of the operating model. Over time, those choices became his performance review before any formal review was ever written. Weeks later, the junior manager stopped him in the hallway and asked the question. Everyone eventually asks the highest performers, "How do you stay so steady?" Adrian gave the answer without drama. "I do not try to be excellent once," he said. "I try to be dependable every day." That was the real lesson in the office and in his life. Excellence was not a banner raised on special occasions. It was a daily discipline, visible in the first decision of the morning. The protected hour of focus, the refusal to lower standards, and the speed to act when hesitation would have been easier. In the end, the company improved. So did the people around him. They did not copy his title, but they began copying his habits. The alarm rings a little earlier now. The phones stay quiet a little longer. The work gets done before the excuses arrive. And that is how excellence spreads. Not as a moment, but as a standard.